Hi people, welcome to the channel. Today we have a very special guest with us, Pitam Goel Sir. He's a chartered accountant and the founder of TATTVAM and Company. Apart from this, he's also the president at AFTP, Association of Finance and Tax Professionals. Sir has been into practicing for more than 10 years now with a specialization in domains like indirect taxation, valuation, and forensic audit. He is a graduate from Delhi University and an all India rank at all the levels of CA. So welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Dhuman, for inviting me to your channel.
It's a pleasure, sir. So let me start with this question. Sir, how was your CA journey? Tell our audience कि आपकी CA journey कैसी थी? And after CA, what made you decide that you want to go into practice?
So, Dhuman, when we talk about my CA journey, I will go back to my school days when I was in 8th standard, 9th standard, जब मैं 10th में था. I was good at numbers and I always wanted to become chartered accountant. So I loved numbers and business. So it was in my blood that I wanted to become chartered accountant when we talk about. My decision making was very simple, but it's the journey that is interesting. Today, there are many disciplines, many line of services, which one has to choose between industry or to get into practice. If one has to get into practice, what specialization does he need to choose? So you see with too many options, one can get lost. So you need to decide upon what you actually need to do. So when I talk about my CA journey, how it started with the campus placement. मुझे campus 2011 के अंदर I got an offer from Lanco Infratech Limited in the year 2011, and I joined the company the next day after India lifted the World Cup. I got a good package, though it is not a parameter in the beginning for sure, friends. If I learned about project financing in my first job, then I moved to another role in another infra company and learned structured financing. After about 3 years, I started my own practice, which I always wanted to be. When we talk about the motivational factor, what exactly is the motivational factor for me to come into the practice? It was my vision, and my vision was clear from when I was doing my chartered accountancy course itself. जिस समय मैंने CA में कदम रखा, उसी समय मेरा vision clear था कि I need to come into my own practice. It is not so कि if one person is successful in practice, the other person shall also be successful in practice. It might be a case one person loves to be in practice, another person loves to be in service. So ultimately, it is every one of us has a different skill sets, different parameter to live life. From initial days, as I told you, I always wanted to be in practice, but I gave a sincere thought to do a job for 3 to 4 years so that I adopt to the corporate culture. Now, coming to my CA practice, when we talk about Numan, initially one is not in a position to say no to any of the work, and he has to do whatever comes to the table. I did a range of work from company incorporation to taxation, but I realized quite early in my life that one has to choose a specialization field, a field in which he needs to be specialized upon. As a professional, being a jack of trade might not be enough. Specialization is the key word in today's time. Thereafter, I choose valuation, and then came GST. I read extensively, worked with the best mind, partnered with the right people, and above all, we as a team were patient. When you work hard with on something, I believe the universe delivers it. Things begin to happen, and here I am. कहते हैं ना, जिस चीज को पूरी शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है.
Wonderful, wonderful advice. So, you are into industry for more than 10 years now. So, काफ़ी young professionals होते हैं, उनको clarity नहीं होती है कि उनको अपनी journey कैसे start करनी चाहिए. So, उन young professionals को आप क्या advice करना चाहोगे अपने journey से?
I strongly believe that there are a couple of things which young professionals should be mindful of. अगर मुझे ये पहले पता होता तो हो सकता कि मैं थोड़ी सी जल्दी जो आज पहुंचा हूं थोड़ा सा जल्दी पहुंचता. Firstly, in the beginning, work on everything. You need to do every work, from secretarial work to taxation to financial reporting. It's the hustle in the initial days that pays off later. they must understand the whole machinery of finance and accounts, and then eventually pick up a field of specialization. It should not be such that you pick up a field from day one. You enter into different fields. जब आप different fields को देखोगे, understand करोगे, you will analyze कि आपका actually में interest किस field में है, then you eventually pick that field for doing a specialization. Another mistake which I see lot of young professionals do is pick up a wrong career just because they get paid well. अगर कोई मुझे KPO बुलाता है, मुझे 20% 30% हाइक देता है, I go to that KPO. That is not the agenda as a chartered accountant. If one really wants to get paid off well, don't care about money in for at least 3 to 4 years in the initial of your career. If you are good at work, money will flow. Commercials will definitely flow in case you are good at work, friends. Another thing when we talk about is the need to band together, to mix together, to gel together. Networking is the key word. Partner with the right people, partner with the trusted people. I must tell you, friends, you will achieve exponentially more than what you even think of in case you have the right people around you. Third advice to all the young professionals is most important is the health, your physical as well as mental health. I cannot emphasize on this. Stress is all time high. There is a rat race going on. And believe me, a peculiar feature of rat race is that no one wins. Health के आगे कुछ नहीं है, जान है तो जहां है. So my request to all youngsters is 30 minutes of workout and 10 minutes of meditation. 40 minutes in your day to your health. That is it. Start this and you all will definitely thank me later.
This is a wonderful advice. So I think not a lot of people advise this thing to the juniors. They only say this thing कि काम करो, सीखो चीजें. But कहीं ना कहीं health एक बहुत अच्छी priority और आप thanks for giving such a suggestion to all the people out there.
It's my experience when I talk about.
Yeah.
So health, when we see, I am not keeping for my health. I was a marathon runner in school. In school, I used to be a marathon runner, but when I realized on a later stage, I was not able to run for 100 meters. So that is the time when I realized this is most important.
So, sir, coming on my next question, since you have got all India rank at all the levels of CA, so I think you must be a very intelligent kid at academics. So I would love to know a few tricks and tips from your CA journey.
First of all, the rank is not a parameter. Rank is only a way, or it is only a way of laying that path, जिससे कि मुझे एंट्री मिल जाती है किसी भी कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर. बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट माय ओन प्रैक्टिस, it does not play a part at all. Later on, it is my aptitude, my attitude, which defines my career journey. The biggest problem in today's world is the supply of too much information. On a few taps, you will get to know what is going around in the world, while there is nothing you can do about it. Attention spam has to be decreased. Facebook, Instagram, Reels are spoiling the world. We need to filter it. We need to stop the overflow of information, limit our screen time. Everyone today is hooked up on their phone. We need to spread more awareness about it. I feel deeply about it. The information flow should be limited and it should be filtered. The next thing for students, which we need to do, is to introspect and know themselves better. Everyone has a different body clock. Some are more productive during early morning hours, while some are better late night. So give a thought to better structure your day and study in the most productive hours. I will give you my example. I used to study from morning till night, but my output was not, I was not able to achieve my output. मेरा output नहीं आता था, जो मेरे targets होते थे, I was not able to achieve that. So because of the constant pressure, constant calling from my friends, so I changed my cycle. मैं morning में पढ़ने की जगह I started devoting time in the night, and soon my cycle developed in such a manner from night 7 o'clock or evening 7 o'clock till morning I used to study, and from morning till evening I was sleeping. So it is you need to interrogate yourself कि आप कैसे better time को utilize कर पाओगे. Third important thing when we talk about as a student, which I used to do, was with regard to goal setting. Have smart goals. Goals should be measurable, tangibles, and timed. Split them into short term as well as long term goals, friends. And it is very, very common to fall behind with regard to short term goals. If you fall, start again. Never give up. Go back on your track, follow the plan to achieve your goals, have goals, and achieve those goals. Short term goals हो सकता है आप achieve नहीं हो, long term goals achieve it. So you need to give us symmetry, synchronization of short term as well as long term goals, friends. Lastly and most importantly, love what you do. Don't go for CA or for any other matter, anything just because your friends or family have asked you to do. Think of what really interests you in. If you have an aptitude for CA subjects, then only you are really in. In case no, then leave it, go to another field. Three Idiots, अगर हम बात करें Three Idiots movie की, that is the biggest example. And this is the hard reality, friends. We should do what we are best, what we are inclined to do.
Such important advices, sir. I'm sure that students will surely love it, sir. So, coming on my next question, this question is about failures and challenges. आपने भी अपनी जर्नी में काफ़ी फेलियर्स और challenges देखे होंगे. डे टू डे बेसिस पे भी आपको काफ़ी challenges होते होंगे. तो how you deal with it? क्योंकि CA स्टूडेंट्स की अगर जर्नी में देखा जाए तो फेलियर्स एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल कहीं ना कहीं प्ले करता है. तो आपने अपने फेलियर्स को, अपने challenges को कैसे डील किया?
दुमन, अगर बात करें, फेलियर्स हर किसी की लाइफ में होते हैं. अगर मैं अपनी सीए प्रैक्टिस की बात करें, एवरी डे वाज अ न्यू चैलेंज. इन माय अर्ली डेज ऑफ माय प्रैक्टिस, अगर मैं इनिशियल 3 इयर्स की बात करूं, आई एम अ 10 years old chartered accountant, a kid or chartered accountant. 3 years I spent in corporate. 7 years, from last 7 years I am into my practice. So अगर मैं first 3 to 4 years की बात करूं, I had few of the clients. One of the clients was accounting for more than 50% of the total turnover. I was not keeping well, and I had an operation. And believe me, friends, during that day, it was a havoc. Because of my poor health, I was not able to deliver to my client. It was after that I realized if I had a partner, not only he could have taken care of things, he could have also kept the practice going on. It was a lesson for me. I then started bringing people together, and today we are a more than 90 plus team. And mark my words, friends, there is no such word named as failure. These are always a lesson. These are not to be treated as failure. जो मैंने सफर करा, अगर वो मैं सफर नहीं करता, तो मैं कभी भी पार्टनरशिप मॉडल में, या आई वुड नॉट हैव गॉटन टू मोर माय फ्रेंड्स, मैं उनको अपने साथ लेके नहीं आता. So that is definitely not a failure. That is a lesson. Something wrong happens, you take a lesson and move on. This is the kind of attitude one needs to have, friends. If in the face of a problem, take a deep breath and stay calm. Deal objectively with the problem and keep emotions out of the equation. That is the recipe to deal with tough times. Each and every one of us will face the tough time or had faced the tough time. So this is the hard reality.
Okay, sir. So, sir, continuing with the same question from the last question, since you are leading such a big organization and you are managing such a big team, how you unwind yourself at the end of the day? Like काम बहुत ज़्यादा करने के बाद कैसे unwind करते हो अपने आप को?
So it's easy to create a team, but it's really tough to keep a team together and work with one each other.
Yeah.
So it's really important to build trust within the team. You have to be there for each and every one of them. COVID times last year, current year has synchronized with the term very well. They are running parallelly, friends.
Yeah.
To get the most productive hours from your team is the most important challenge. For that, do not just give them tasks, but involve them in from planning stage itself. Starting से उसको involve करो, अपनी team को starting से involve करो. Once they feel involved and understand the end goals, they will contribute more. They will even contribute more than their 100%. Secondly, time management. time management is another skill set that is not taught in school or is not a part of any of the curriculum. One cannot run without managing time perfectly. There are many times skills that we know that there are many instances of time management. Just to illustrate it, checking your mails at the predetermined times, that is thrice a day and not more, is one of them. If you
Yeah.
check your mails whole day, that will consume your full day, friends. In the morning, when you come to your office, analyze, give 15 minutes of time to analyze कि मुझे आज क्या क्या करना है, what all I need to do today. Another trick, to assign one task a day as the most important task. जो भी आप जॉट डाउन करते हो उसमें से मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टास्क को असाइन करो एंड एंश्योर यू फिनिश दैट बिफोर योर डे. एट द एंड ऑफ द वीक you will have completed 6 to 7 most important tasks. This is the most important thing, friends. When we talk about unwinding myself, my unwinding happens naturally when I reach home. जब भी मैं घर जाता हूँ, I love to play with my kid, chit chat with my parents and my wife, watch Netflix, watch movie. All you need to do is segregate both your life. That is your personal life as well as family. Family is really very important. No one will come to your rescue. It will be only your family who will come to your rescue.
Such great advices. So this is very important for our whole CA fraternity as well. Keeping a distance between your professional and personal life, managing both of them together. Okay,
It
so
might be possible
yeah,
that your professional friends becomes your part of your family.
yeah,
जब आप 20 साल 20 years तक किसी से bond share करते हो, it is just like कि वो professional भी मेरी family का part है. You feel like it. So when we talk about, you need to give time to them for sure.
true. That's very important. So, sir, coming on my next question, we have heard that you are also planning to elect for the coming NIRC elections. I really want to know this. Ki, elections ka motivation kahan se hai and why you want to do this, and how did all
So
this happen?
the one, I am a strong believer that one must give back more than one receives. Our institute and the profession does so much, and I feel that there is a need to contribute more to it. अगर मैं आज बोलूं what I am because of this institute that I am running my family. Better job portals, more structured trainings, better networking, infrastructure, co-working spaces for young chartered accountants. I have so many things on my mind which we want to do so that it is easier and better for the existing as well as new members. That is the main agenda why we are running for these elections, and we are running for these elections as a team. It is not me who is running, it is the team who is running this election in my name. That's it.
Well, I would love to just congratulate you and say you all the best for the upcoming elections, sir.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
coming on our next question, we have gone through your profile, sir, and we saw that you are also engaged into a lot of social work. So we have also seen photos where you have been helping unprivileged kids, and even during the COVID times, you helped a lot of people. So what's this motivation all about? Tell us more about this,
Uh,
sir.
Man, I think any work for social work, it should come from your heart. It should not be an obligation.
Yeah,
Like the corporate social responsibility.
yes, sir.
Companies की बात करें तो जो CSR है वो obligation है.
Yeah,
But when we talk about as an individual, it should come from the heart. We all love kids, and all should do whatever we can do for them, friends. Last Christmas we did an event for them in Hyderpur. We made them watch movies, made them eat lunch. So they loved it, and their happiness touched our heart. So social work is nothing but what you do, what you love to do. So social work के बहुत सारे parameters हैं. It can be done in many ways. Donate food, donate medicines, blankets, donate blankets in winters. There are numerous number of ways how we can do social work. It is something which brings satisfaction.
yeah,
So as a person, not as a chartered accountant, not as a professional, as a person, even if I am a businessman or any of the professional, जो मुझे खुशी दे, जो एक्टिविटी मुझे खुशी दे, वो मुझे खुद ही करनी चाहिए. And that is the encouraging part of this social work.
And even sir, during the process जब आप social work करते हो तो कहीं ना कहीं आपकी एक team bonding और वो organization का एक bonding बहुत ही अच्छा होता है. That is also a very important part. So
That- जो
coming
जो सोशल वर्क होता है उसके अंदर बॉन्डिंग उसी की वजह से और ज्यादा मजा आता है करने में.
सही बात है sir.
अकेला बंदा कुछ नहीं कर पाता लाइफ के अंदर.
Yeah.
इट इज द टीम. वो बॉन्ड ही होता है जो इसको हम निखार के लेके आता है, उस चीज को निखारता है.
So, sir, coming on my last question, any last bit of advice for all the CA students out there who's listening to your conversation?
I think I have said it all. Just
Yeah.
few of the advice. I think in life every now and then things get tough. मैरिज के बाद भी टफ होती है, मैरिज से पहले भी टफ होती है, एजुकेशन भी टफ होती है. इट्स लाइफ. It's ups and it's a bumpy drive when we talk about. That is the nature of life. But one must sit up and show up every day. Be a fighter, never quit. If life gives you lemon, then make a lemonade. Best thing happens when you least expect them to happen. You just need them to keep going, friends. In case if you cannot fly, then run. In case you cannot run, then walk. In case you cannot walk, then crawl. But whatever you have to keep moving forward. I also would love to give a Hindi couplet, Duman. आसमां पे किसी के ठिकाने नहीं होते, आसमां पे किसी के ठिकाने नहीं होते, जो जमी के नहीं होते वो कहीं के नहीं होते. So that is my last advice to all the students and all the young professionals, young chartered accountants.
That was wonderful advice, sir. Thank you so much for coming on the channel, sir, and giving your precious time. Thank you so much.
Our
sir.
pleasure, my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.